Hey everybody, here we are again back at the quabbitry, the quail rabbit tree, quabbitry. Cindy and I had a plan today. We were gonna bring you out here. I got home from work. She said, "Hey, I think we can move those chicks and quail that are hatching in these two incubators." It's going very well, guys. As you can see here, we got some quail ready to come out. The other incubator is a little hard to see, but the other one we have the barred rock chicken, the Plymouth barred rock. They're doing quite well now as well. The plan, like I said, was to move them into their brooder, which is what I've got set up here. We do these makeshift brooders with totes. If you've seen some of our older videos, I explained all this before. So we have a tote, and we have a little a mesh climb up on for where the chicken water and feed will be. Eventually we'll go to something like that with the quail as well, but when they're small like this, we don't do it right away because it's pretty hard for their feet to climb. Well, they get the hang of it, but we don't want them getting stuck in the early days in that mesh. So these are set up ready to go. I haven't totally decided yet if this is the heat source I'm going to use. These, just for your information, they're not sponsoring us. It's not that kind of situation here, but if you're curious, this is what we've set in here. This is a Titan brooder hen. It's supposed to imitate the mama hen, so they can go in and out from underneath the plate. In the past, we've always used heat lamps. These are much more energy efficient. I'm just not totally sold on whether or not they'll be hot enough in the environment we're in right now when the temperature is still kind of fluctuating. So I've got them turned on. I'm gonna kind of feel it out for a bit, see how it feels underneath to me. And because keeping in mind, they're coming right from 100 degrees Fahrenheit into a brooder that's, right now this room is 15 degrees Celsius, which, my apologies, I'm not sure what it converts to in Fahrenheit, guys, but still you're looking at what, 20 is closer to 70 Fahrenheit, so it's still a little cool. It's comfortable, but cool. So for these guys, I might need something a little warmer, but I don't know yet. I'm gonna check that out. So these are ready to go. This is not where they're going to end up sitting, but once we empty these two incubators, we're gonna take them, because we're kind of getting a little short on room here, but we're gonna take them in the house to do some more hatching. We've actually got 3 more incubators on the go in the house, guys. You probably saw that in some of the videos. The one video I showed you, we have duck eggs and the American buff goose eggs, which we're super excited about. We're about less than 2 weeks away from hatch date, and so far I think there's only 2 of those goose eggs that I'm pretty sure are not fertile, but the rest look pretty good. So hopefully all's well. We've also set up 2 more incubators they're all the same, by the way, just so you know. We have 4 of these Elevator Genesis incubators of 1588s. We have 2 more that have just duck eggs. We're kind of pushing the duck eggs this year. We're gonna start another batch of the Plymouth barred rock eggs, and we're gonna start some more quail eggs once we get these ones emptied. So I don't know if I mentioned it yet. That was the plan. Get it all set up, get them moved. The quail just hatched today, so we want to give that a bit more time. We don't want to disturb it too much in case there's a few others that may hatch. And we thought that the barred rock were done hatching, but now we're looking in there and we're seeing that there's probably about 3 more eggs still that are pipping, and we don't want to jeopardize that hatch. So these guys should still be good until tomorrow. Because it's only been about 24 hours. We won't let it go past the 48, but it should still be fine. If we get to it tomorrow when I get home from work, we'll get them moved. We'll bring the camera back and we'll let you guys see them. But I guess that's all I get to show you today. So we will finish this video tomorrow and get you guys a close-up of the chicks. But that's what's going on this week here at Simple Acre Homestead, hatching. And it'll be for the next few weeks. We're actually getting a late start this year, to be honest. We normally have at least a couple hatches done, if not at least one, maybe going on our second already. But we just kind of fell behind this year. So anyway, we'll see you at the blink of an eye. And we're back. This is day 2 of the hatching of the quail and the barred rock chickens. So we should be pretty safe at this point. We don't want to leave the ones that are in here any longer. Hopefully nothing else is pipping. That's kind of the risk you take when you start opening these incubators up. So I'm going to start with this incubator. It's got the quail in it, guys. Get you a good look at them. Now, as you can see, we got a few of them in here. I've kind of unhooked what I can from the incubator because my thought is I'm just going to put this whole thing inside this small tote so I can take the lid off and I don't have to worry about them just kind of toppling out. So let's get going here. There we go. Let's get these guys in their new home. I see we have one casualty in here. So I'm just going to get them transported, and afterwards Cindy's going to show them where the water is, because my hands are just a little big to be dipping beaks.
So I'm just going to quickly give their little beaks a dip in the water, and I'm just going to do a few of them. I'm not going to try to catch all of them, because I think once 2 or 3 are going to the water, they will follow each other. It is amazing how small they are when they're born.
All right, guys, so we're going to get these barred rock out. Very healthy, very good looking birds. I kind of lost track. There might have been 15 there. I'm not 100% sure. Now, we didn't have a full incubator this time. The next time we will. But I got to clean this one up. And we're going to fill them up again. So we're going to bring you back. I guess you're going to dip these beaks too?
Yep.
All right, so Cindy's going to dip the beaks in these chickens. And then I'm going to take these in the house, clean the incubators up, set them up again. We're going to start some more quail, and we're going to start some more barred rock, but we also have another egg, yet another egg. So that'll be six varieties of eggs we're hatching this year. Another type of chicken egg. And we'll talk to you about that in a bit. All right, guys, so we've moved a couple of the broods around just to make some room here. You see the quail that are in this one are staying underneath that imitation hen. And Cindy is just doing a quick dipping the beaks on the barred rock chickens. These chickens, by the way, and the quail are going up for sale. Just as a way we make us a few extra dollars here. Whatever doesn't sell becomes part of our flock. And potentially either feeds us in meat or eggs, whichever. So you can see that they're going in and out from this imitation hen. It gives them, they can kind of regulate their own heat that way, go in and out as they feel the need. All right, guys, so that's what's happening in here. So here we are in the goat barn.
Stop it.
With our big bad billy goat, who doesn't do this to me, but for some reason seems to have taken to giving Cindy a hard time.
He's got an attitude lately. Spring fever, I don't like it. Go. Look, he's gonna come back at me. Bully. You can see he comes with his head down. You're such a bully.
I don't know why he's doing that to you.
Okay, I don't like this. Stop. Stop it.
Okay.
Okay. Enough.
Apparently he thinks he's the boss.
All right. Yeah. All right, so you saw baby quail, baby chicks, and we are on baby watch for Molly too. She is bagging up. This will be her second pregnancy, and she's getting rounder. Now we think that we have one date in October where she may have become pregnant. I entered that into a gestational calculator, and that puts her due on March 20th, so really close. That seems a little early to me, just how she's not as round as she was last time, but it does give us an idea and something to watch for. So what do you guys think? 1 or 2 babies?
And then we look forward to having milk again.
Yeah, we'll try to do things like butter again. I didn't have luck now last time. I tried to make butter and I made whipped cream. So we'll try again.
Yeah. So the next week or 2, we're hoping to get Terry his own pen so that Molly can be alone.
Because he's a bully.
To you anyway, eh?
Yeah, to me and the rooster.
All right, folks. Now we brought you in the house, actually the basement. I want to show you our basically our incubation station right now. This is where we had 2 incubators down here. These 2 incubators, I don't think we've talked about this yet, but these have duck eggs in them. My son's incubator is this one. This is the one I borrowed when I had in the barn. You saw in the last little portion of this video where we hatched the quail. So this is a couple hours later. I've had to go and clean this up and sanitize it. And you can see I filled it back up with 24 quail eggs. It's not a huge incubator, but quail hatch, 17, 18 days. It's not as long as everything else. So I want to get the most of the bigger incubators with the larger eggs, just to make the most of that time they take. Because as we spoke about in a previous video, ducks and geese take on average about 28 days. So that's almost a whole month where these incubators are tied up, as well as the one we have up in the kitchen, which remember has our American buff geese. 12 of them, 12 eggs. Hopefully all hatch. They're there with us in the kitchen so that we can talk to them, because supposedly they'll be our best friends. We'll see. I'm kind of joking, guys, but I'm kind of not. Supposedly, if you talk to them when they're in their eggs or when they're young, they'll be more apt to be friendlier around you. So we'll see. Okay. We have this incubator cleaned up now, sanitized. I've used a little bit of a 25% bleach solution in water. Styrofoam, as you can probably know if you've got it, is hard to keep clean. And I'm just filling it back up with some eggs. So right now I am putting some barred rock in, and I'm going to show you these other eggs. They don't look a lot different, but I want to talk about it because it will be something that's new for us. And it seems to be all the fad these days, and Cindy wants to know why. So friends of mine, or friends of ours, I should say, down the road, who also have a YouTube channel, they're Good Honest Living guys, if you want to check them out. They were selling some of these eggs, so I got a hold of Jamie and I said, hey, you got some right now? You happen to have a dozen? And here they are. And they are breast chicken. So, AKA, what do we want to call them? I don't have, my French isn't very good, so was it Bresse poulet? Anyway, they're an old French breed, which due to, it's almost like, I don't know if it's regulations of some sort, I don't know if it's a trademarking or what it is, but anyway, if you get these in the US, they're called American breast chickens. If you get them here in Canada, they're called Canadian breast chickens. The idea is they're all the same chicken. But very similar to the barred rock eggs. They're a nice brown. I just gotta get them out of the carton here, because I definitely do not want to lose any of these guys. As you guys have probably noticed in some of our videos, I have rather large hands and not always the best for this kind of stuff. So anyway, in they go. They're supposed to be a dual purpose. Same idea as the barred rock. The difference is, I believe, if I understand correctly, is if you feed them a certain diet toward the end of their growth, and I want to say it's a corn or a cracked corn / milk diet, that you will get a marbled meat such as you would with beef. Otherwise, it's all the same. It's a chicken, but hopefully they claim anyway that it gives you a better flavor. We'll see, guys. If not, it's just something different to have here at Simple Acre Homestead. We're really kind of exploring the poultry, the waterfowl area this year. We're looking at getting rid of our KuneKunes. Just a heads up, guys, just so you know. We're finding that we just don't have the space for one. They are a pasture pig, and we were probably biting off more than we can chew. The other reason is no babies. No babies. We're just basically bought ourselves pets, which is kind of neat. I like the pigs, don't get me wrong, but the whole idea of having a homestead is you want to be self-sufficient. So if I'm just feeding the pigs to have the pigs, I've got dogs. I don't need more pets. So just a heads up if you notice later on that they may not be in some of our videos, or they may be. If they don't sell, they're with us. So we're not gonna, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not just gonna let them go. So anyway, guys, we just wanted to let you know what we were doing. Got a whole lot of hatching going on, so stay tuned. Those geese are now 10 days away from hatching, fingers crossed, as well as some of the ducks. So we will keep you posted. I was going to show you the progress on the shells, but to be honest, at this point, they're almost getting so dark because you can see that they're growing inside. So it's getting to the point now where you can't really see a lot except just shadow. So I'm not gonna put the camera to that, and everybody's gonna go, oh, right? But you're not gonna see anything anyway. So okay, guys. So don't forget to come back, and don't forget to like, share if you don't mind, and we really appreciate having you guys come around. See you next time.